Hey, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to break down why my wife and I settled on the Evenflo Pivot Xpand stroller travel system as opposed to other brands out there. Now let's jump right into it. So you already know there's a couple brands out there like Britax, Graco, UPPAbaby, many other brands out there, varying price ranges. And so for us particularly, we wanted to make sure that our stroller that we chose could fit maybe an infant newborn to a toddler and possibly that toddler plus another newborn if we get so lucky to have a second. So with our first coming in about a month, we did a bunch of research. If you're just like me, you obsessed about every single detail, and so we went to a place like Nordstrom's, tested out a bunch of strollers, tons of them, and honestly the UPPAbaby felt really great with aluminum construction, and when you moved it left and right, it responded very quickly as opposed to the more plastic construction, which is a good thing about the plastic construction is it's a lot lighter. It's easier to bring in and out of the car as opposed to the UPPAbaby where it's solid, I believe aluminum construction. It's a little bit heavier. So my wife being on the more petite side, it just made more sense to have something that was plastic. So the research kept on going and we settled on Evenflo. The Evenflo, from a cost standpoint, I believe it came out around $400 to $500 when it first came out, but now on Amazon it's around $380, $360. Let's go ahead and jump into the box and see what our first impressions are. Quite a bit of stuff in here. Yep. So now that we have it out of the box, we're going to go ahead and take it out of the wrapping. Now that we have the frame assembled, pretty empty here, pretty light. Say about 5 pounds or so, give or take. Now we're gonna walk through the various pieces that belong to the Evenflo travel system. So let's start with the car. This is the base here. So I believe in the United States, this actually goes, this bar right here actually exists, whereas maybe in the EU or other parts of the world, this actually doesn't exist. So what happens is, this is this leans towards the back seat, and the baby will baby carrier will attach here, and the baby will be facing backwards. This is actually towards the front of the car here. So I'll show you how that looks real quick. So this is the car base right here, and the baby carrier all in one, clicked in. All right. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and look at the baby carrier. So this is definitely some padding for smaller newborns right here. And I believe you can take this out as the child grows, right? Has a bunch of tags, warnings. I believe there's also a sunshade here. Doesn't really cover all the way, which I suppose is okay. We'll show this again once we get onto the cart. So the theory is, you take it from the car, and then take it to the stroller. First time ever doing that. Okay, so once you clicked it in the stroller, this is how it looks with the baby facing you. All right. You can also adjust the arm up and down here, right, based on the height. I guess this is the lowest it goes, but it doesn't actually lock here. Here is the first click point. I'm about 5'6", right? So this is almost elbow height. And then here is the middle, and here will be the highest, right? You can go farther, but it's not gonna lock, so let's keep it in the middle. All right. So that's what it looks like with the baby carrier. Okay. Now let's take a look at the Toddler Insert real quick. So this is the Toddler Insert here. This is where you can adjust the feet. I'll adjust that once we put it on the stroller. It also has a sunshade here. Not too far, but enough. And right here are the two attachments where you put the bar, secure bar. 5-point strap, 2 shoulder, 2 hip, and 1 between the legs, right? Pretty easy to click. All right. Oh, nice. Okay, so there's only two things you need to click in, so it makes it easier. Okay. Let's put this on. So just like how you took it out of the car base, you're gonna go ahead and on the back here, there is a lever that you pull and it pulls right out. Let me show you that lever real quick. Right here. Okay. So now we're gonna look at the Toddler Insert and put it into the chair. So this is the Toddler Insert. This is where you can lean your child all the way back if they're sleepy, cover their head a little bit with the sun. There is a peekaboo window here with mesh right here. You can cover it like so. All right, let's move this bar out of the way. All right. Or you can keep it out like that. So you can see your child, how they're doing, if they're sleeping, what have you, right? So if you want to see how this thing can convert to a bassinet, you can see that right now this is where the legs are bent. Under here you can't see it, but there's just 2 little clips that you undo, which then let this base down here. So there's a fold here for the butt and the legs here, and if you let it out, it'll flatten it out. So in a way, this could be for a very small baby bassinet. It's only maybe about 13, 14 inches. I suppose that's enough for a newborn, right? Not too sure. We'll find out. Okay. Okay. This is the normal recline, but obviously your kid will slip right out because there's no base for them to sit on. So we'll clip this back on. Okay. There you go. They can rest their feet. This is their butt. There is a little bit of play within the device itself. You can see this here. We'll see how the durability is. But I'm guessing the reason why there's so much play is because this actually is on a slider, and that's how we're gonna go to the conversion stage. All right. So let's check out the frame one more time, and then we'll do the 2-child configuration. So this is how you take it out. Just depress on the side. Pretty easy. So I do want to show this. These are tracks here, and this is how you move it. And it locks. Same thing for this side. Push it inside, and there's a lock there. Okay. Once you've done that, there should be some pop-outs here. So this is the front of the stroller here. These are the 2 mounting points for the front toddler attachment, or even the newborn if you really wanted to put it in the front. This is with this in the up position. This is where the mesh holds all your storage. However, if you want to fold it back, that's how it looks, very clean. The mesh still allows you to put stuff inside, just reducing a little bit of the cargo room. I wouldn't fold it down like this. This doesn't really make any sense, so I would leave it folded up. There you go. So, fold it up, pull forward 2 mounting points. Here. Let's take the Toddler, put it in the front, clicks in real easy, just like that. Gotta make sure the bar is up so it's not in the way. Okay, there's your 2-child configuration. There seems to be a very little amount of clearance. You might want to lean the front child back a little bit. Yeah. Bring the feet down a little bit. I'm not so sure. Either way, the clearance doesn't look like there's much. So, sun cover and sun cover. Forgot to mention there is a way to peekaboo as well for the cradle, baby carrier with the Velcro, and that's how it looks. This is how you put the bars to secure on the Toddler. Just clicks in pretty easily. You just push on the sides to pull it out. Take them out. Pretty easy. Okay. So here's a close-up on the cup holder here. This is what it looks like on the back to hook. You'll notice here is actually where it connects, and this is how it looks when it is hung on. It will not be orientated against any particular direction. You can actually hang it any direction, even upside down, which doesn't make any sense, but yeah, basically it's kind of flimsy, but it should probably work. Yeah. If you drop a cell phone in there, it should probably hold it. There you go. For reference, this is a S10 non-plus. Yeah. Cup holder hook is on the right side here. Kind of hooks on like so. That's it. Let's go ahead and fully disassemble this whole thing and collapse the frame. All right, so with 2 kids, what we're gonna do is take out the baby first. 1 click in the back, lift up, okay. Toddler will get out and we will take this out here. It's easy. In order to collapse this, we'll most likely take the cup holder out. So once you've taken the 2 kids out, either the newborn and the toddler insert, what you're gonna have to do first is collapse this down by depressing the button so it folds in. Then you're gonna go ahead and put this handle up to its highest position, make sure it's locked. Then you're gonna pull the 2 triggers here on the sides here, and then collapse. So once you collapse it, it'll lock here, and you should be good to go to put it in the car. Good to go. So once you take it out of the car, you'll just pull here with your thumb, only one side on the left. You grab the handle from the floor, and there it is. Back open again. Okay. So I'll correct my other statement. I thought this was going to be plastic, but it actually, in fact, is metal pole construction, so it is quite heavy. But with it, the response of turning left and right is much better as opposed to the flimsy full plastic strollers. Thanks for watching. This has been our first look at the Evenflo 3-in-1 travel system for toddlers, newborns, and a car base as well. You can configure this again in a single child configuration or 2-child, depending on what you want. Either direction works. So if there's anything out there that you'd like me to review, or any comments you have on this where I can improve, more than welcome. We're new parents, or soon to be new parents. We have our first child on the way in about a month, and we're really excited. I'm sure a lot of new parents or parents to be out there are doing the same thing we are. We're evaluating a bunch of products, making sure we can do the best for our kids, or our kids to be, and we appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Have a good one. Here on the underside, you can see that there's multiple spots that you can adjust the strap for your baby. As they grow, this is where their shoulders might be. This is when they're really small, and they grow bigger and bigger until they actually outgrow this baby carrier.